Poopy pants.
Poopy Pants. Hey everybody, how you doing? We're starting with Poopy Pants.
Poopy.
That's where we ended last week, was talking about shit in our pants.
Yeah, for full circle. I think we have something to catch up on.
Well, before we get too deep into this shit, I'd like to welcome everybody to another fun-filled, exciting episode of This Is the Future.
Unfortunately.
Bet your sweet ass.
Mm.
How you doing, man? Oh, hey, give me the fingers. Nice.
You like them.
As long as they're not touching me, we're fine.
Yeah. You say that now. I'm good.
Cause I'm a nasty motherfucker.
I'm doing pretty good. You know, all is normal. All is everything. Everything is everything.
Is your shirt on backwards, inside out, or tie-dyed?
It's tie-dyed.
All right. I couldn't tell if that was a shirt tag or what was going on.
Oh no, it's like black and white tie-dye.
It's like a ghost. Looks like a couple of ghosts had an orgy on your shirt.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah. Spooky. Yeah, it actually is Halloween. Yeah, so happy Halloween, everybody.
What's a ghost's favorite kind of porn?
I actually don't know.
Bukkake! Shout out to local comic Ricky Stratton, who that is his joke.
Nice.
Little shout out to Richie Stratton. I think I just said Ricky, but Richie.
Yeah. It was Richie when I met him. I think, unless he might have changed his name.
It is still Richie. I just said Ricky because I am a dum-dum. But yeah, that is his joke that I just told. So it's not stealing, it's a cover.
Well, happy Halloween, Richie. We appreciate that one. I haven't heard that. That was funny.
Yeah. I think that's his original. So pretty funny.
Oh, that's good shit.
How are you, Tony? What's up?
I'm good.
What's going on?
I didn't have any bukkakis.
Really? That's too
bad. I couldn't find the time.
You got to get on that shit, you know? Got to get on that.
It's disgusting, and I'm good.
Come on. Halloween, time for change. Is that right?
Are you gonna do anything today, like costume wise? Or are you just working?
I gotta go to work, but I have a shark costume, and I also have an alligator mask. So I thought about being a gator shark. I don't know.
Oh, this is the fucking future.
Hybrid, Tony. Hybrid. Scariest animal in the water. Gator shark.
Yeah, man. Went down there to Florida after them hurricanes, and they got me a gator shark.
Gator shark.
I live off the panhandle on the inside part.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. I have a Jason mask. I have a jock strap and high heels. So, you know, could do like a sexy Jason, you know what I mean? Do that. Got a hot dog suit. I got options. What about you?
I have none.
Come on over. Come on over. Got things.
All right, maybe next year when I'm around, I'll wear it. Maybe I'll wear an outfit. I think it'd be funny if we wore costume. I'd have no costume, but it'd be funny if we were wearing them right now. And that's not really us, but it would be if I was dressed as a hot dog. I think that'd be funny. And you were the bun. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
They're actually making. Speaking of animated food fucking, they're making a second. What the hell's that Seth Rogen movie called? Where it's all food.
Oh,
Sausage Party.
Yeah, that fucking thing sucked. You know, and it sucked because it could have been cool. It was had all the makings to be cool, but it just fucking fell short.
All right. So what fucked it up for you? Was it the hot dog fucking the donut or what?
Well, no, all that's what I mean. Everything that could have been good, you know. I think sometimes movies it could all be good, but the vibe that's put out in the movie ruined it. It was a vibe thing. I felt like I read and watched some interviews, and some of the voice actors were in that movie, and they all didn't want to do it the way the director was making them do it. They didn't have a lot of like creative outlooks or creative input,
Yeah.
and all of them equally didn't want to do it the way that they were told to do it. And you could tell. For me, I was like, I could tell that like they were just phoning it in. That's what it felt like to me. It was just phoned in. Everything, like the donut, like the hot dog, fucking the donut, and all that shit, like everything, like it's good. It just wasn't. I just didn't feel they didn't have the heart that they should have had for hot dog donut fucking. Is what I'm saying.
Well,
They had a lot of heart. They didn't have heart.
maybe that's why there's a second one, and it'll be more hot dog donut fucking. Like that's where it'll start. It's okay. In all seriousness, the end of that movie ended with an orgy. How do you top that?
You put people in it.
Fuck! Animated people? Animated naked people?
Yeah, you add the food fucking the people. Like the hot dog and then all the food are all like dominatrix. They're all like cops, They're all alphas and they're fucking all these submissive little like animated humans,
Right.
That's how you top it.
No, that's not. I just pictured like
that's topping it. That's going the extra mile. I'm just saying.
Well, all of a sudden I just started thinking about all these famous cartoon people, but them naked. Like the guy that plays Garfield's dad, like that guy. What if he showed up? Just
yeah,
random.
that's what I mean.
That would fuck me up. I'd be like, whoa.
You just said what I said. People.
Well, I know. I agree. You didn't say that in particular.
No, but I said
okay. All right.
People.
No, I agree with you. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what if they use famous cartoon people that have never been nude and they show up to this food fuck party?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get some animated dick in there. You know what I'm saying?
Some animated dick. It's like heavy metal but funny and less sci-fi. Is that what we're talking about here?
Yeah. Like how like in all like animation, all animated people in cartoons and whatever have like just like 4 fingers or whatever, or 3 fingers usually.
Like 3 and a thumb, yeah.
Yeah, instead of like a ball sack going like this, like 2 balls, it'll just be 1, like and there'll be no definition in a head. It'll just be like a long thing,
So what you're saying is you're gonna do the artwork.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. It's got to be good. It's got to be good with the detail that you just. Yeah, I'm in. That's gonna be great. Make sure you use a thick pencil with all your drawings. No, I don't want too much detail. Just dark lines.
Listen, I'm all no detail, no heart. Just I'm all
You're all cock and balls.
I'm all cock and balls over here, Tony. I got all these cock and balls all over me. Oh my god!
I just imagine if the one thing you're good at is drawing a good cock and balls, and you're trying to make it in that world, of being an animator. Like, listen, man, I never said anything about drawing a good hand or a face, but I can draw you some genitalia. That's why I'm here.
Dude, I could draw a mean dick and balls. I'll tell you what, mean.
I mean, some of the best animated drawing I ever saw was what the fuck's that movie? Another Seth Rogen movie where they draw pictures of dicks. Super bad. Yeah, exactly. Fucking hilarious. If you can draw dicks that good, then maybe you should draw one and get it tattooed on you.
I'm gonna get it tattooed on my inner thigh.
But the other way. It's pointing towards you, not away.
Yeah.
I know you, man. I just feel like you probably have it on the back of your thigh. Real long, fucker, veiny bastard, Maybe has some googly eyes tattooed on it, but it's definitely pointing at your buttocks.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I have a friend that has on his butt cheeks, he has 2 like atomic looking bombs that have like faces on them, and then on each butt cheek. And then on one butt cheek it says bombs, another one says away. And it's like a detailed, very like he spent money on it. It's a nice tattoo. Like it looks really good. Says bombs away on his ass cheek.
How many times you got to pull your pants down to prove your point? You know, you're just like, no, 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 really, really. That's what I got. It's my favorite tattoo. I just put it on my ass cheek.
know I know how many times I have a tramp stamp that says "partier" on it with that's in script with butterflies on it. I know how many times you got to do that. A lot.
That's why I feel like an animated dick point at your butthole would match nicely with the party girl tattoo.
Oh, what are we waiting for? Let's go get
for you to get a tattoo.
Oh, do you know what would be funny? You know what'd be funny? Speaking of dick tattoos, you get a tattoo of like holsters for guns, you know,
Yeah.
like on like where holsters go on your body, and then you put two dick and balls. So it just has like part of the veiny shaft hanging out, a little bit of, you know, not trimmed, nice, you know, good, nice trimmed pubic hair, and then just two saggy ball sacks hanging over the holsters, you know.
Well, and if you got, I think maybe some smoke clouds coming out of the tips. You know,
Yeah,
like you just fired them off.
yeah, like coming down the side of the legs.
Yeah, yeah, some common smoke. That sounds good. That just
And then
sounds like a good porn.
and then on my
Smoke.
on my stomach, it'll just say quickest come in the West. You know what I mean?
Fastest nut in 7 states.
Yeah. But
Like it has a little cum droplet coming out, and he's all like motivated, like ah. He's
yeah.
got the smoke coming off his head. Get it done, Alex. Get it done. Someone's gonna steal the show. They're gonna get it done. This idea of yours is it's
You
gonna
don't
be
think I
out there
will?
soon.
I'll do
We have
it.
like 24 hours before this is out there.
I gotta yeah, just convince Callie not to come to the tattoo shop with me. Be like, yeah, I'm gonna get, you know, like something nice and like a puppy dog.
You're gonna love it. I know how much you like
I'm like,
dicks. You're gonna love
what do you
this.
think? She's like, you know, the whole wedding thing? No, get the fuck out of the house. Go away. I don't ever want to see you again.
All right, so I thought of an unfortunate topic. This is something that I'm somewhat I find to be ridiculous.
Okay.
But I asked myself, I was like, this might not be that funny. So if it's not funny, we'll just squash it up, kick it down the street, and get rid of it. And it
Okay.
doesn't have to be funny. This is my unfortunate topic. I was talking to a really good friend of mine, and basically, long story short, he he told me that he has an app on his phone where he's tracked by his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's fucking crazy. I'm just gonna put that out there. I know that we have air tags and all these cool tracking devices. One thing to track someone, which is fucked up, and it's another thing for them, like they know that they're being tracked. They don't have a choice. And you decide to like put in like you can choose your own name because they're tracking you, but you can choose what you want to be called. And let's just say that the name isn't positive. So you're not happy about being tracked. You're married. That
So,
sucks.
so he's consented to it. It's a thing that he knows about and is okay with.
Yeah. I just
Well, here's the thing.
tell me.
There's different sides to it because it's like if you got nothing to hide, what's the point? But at the same time, if you got nothing to hide and the cops want to search your car, you're still like, no, you're not fucking coming in here, you know? So it's all about trust. And if maybe did he do something in the past that has worthied that? There's nothing in my head that should, you know, like you shouldn't do that. You should just, if you can't trust the person, then you shouldn't be with the person. It shouldn't go to the lengths of having to put a fucking tracking device on a person's vehicle.
Or it's actually, I mean, so
on their phone, right?
Right, it's on the phone. But just what I'm getting at, it's written with the unfortunate topic is tracking, period. Of course, the government can do it. They can do this shit long before we can. That's why we can do it. It's because it was invented for them. Gets cheaper. Now we can all track each other. You have air tags. Thank you, Apple. Thank you. Because there's so many secure people out there who just trust the shit out of all their friends. You know, it's just fucking weird to me. It's just like, and I bothered to ask someone that I know, I'm like, have you ever tracked anyone? And they had the balls to say yes. And I said, great, if you ever track me, you'll be tracking my foot. Go right up your ass. Because I have no interest in this shit. I don't care if you go out and just go ahead. I'll still...
I think I lost it.
Wouldn't you feel better if someone says, hey, do you trust me? And you say, yeah. Instead of saying, I do, as long as you keep that app on your phone.
You know, and here's the thing is, yeah, that's not cool. But also, he's still there.
No, not going to argue that. I'm not gonna argue that if someone wants to put up with, you know, we all figure out how much bullshit we can put up with somebody before we make a decision. What I'm getting at, and this is just an example, if he hadn't shared that with me, it's a pretty extreme case in my opinion. Before that, he had to tell her everywhere he was going, like a list, like these are the job sites I'll be at today.
Okay, so maybe he thinks it's easier.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not happy about it. Doesn't, if you don't feel trusted in any relationship, how long can you fucking hang on?
Yeah,
I mean, you've never cheated on the person before. Like, if you're just a good dude and the person that you're with is insecure as fuck, and because you're a good dude, that may be why you fucking ended up with him to begin with. I don't know, but that's no good. That's fucking crazy. It's just crazy. I don't want to. If you're fucking around on me, great, awesome, have a good time, get your clam jammed. I don't give a shit. Have fun. Just hose it out before it's my turn, and tell me if you like. That's trust. Like, you know that guy at 7-Eleven? Yeah, I fucked him. Awesome. Let's screw. Did you get a Slurpee out of the deal? That's fine. That builds trust. Builds. And you don't have to pay for any technology. You don't have to download an application. You're just honest with each other. So fuck a tracking app. That costs money anyway. Just trust. That's it, trust. You can't have that.
Out.
What do you think?
I think the whole tracking thing, even when the government's going to do it, they could be like, no, we're not going to do it anymore, and they're still going to do it. It's like they've been doing it for the whole time, you know, that they could, and why would they stop? It's kind of like pro wrestling. People used to think it was all real and that like they were really taking those hits and those bumps and all that, and then it came out that that it was staged. The outcome was staged. They weren't really punching each other and all that. And now people love it more. So now everyone knows we're being tracked. Everyone knows that they're listening. Everyone knows that this, instead of putting a microchip into our hand, they're just getting us addicted to our phones. Right. So it's the same thing. And everyone knows. I know. And everyone's just like, it's fine. I could play Candy Crush and take a picture of my dick and send it to someone that doesn't want to see it. Everyone's okay with it because they got so addicted to it, and that's why it's, you know. And I just went on a tangent, sorry, but yeah, it's like everyone knows that they're doing that. Red Converse shoes. I'm gonna see an advertisement for red Converse shoes. You know, like it's
Smurfs with herpes. We'll find it. I'm just gonna let it think. Get on it, Google. So it's all right. So yes, we're being tracked by that blob. Yeah, fuck them. The government. Wait for it. Boom, baby. There we go. Now that's a fucking blowjob. That's a real blowjob.
Tell me about it.
I love that shit. That's an eighth of an orgasm, buddy.
It is. I sneeze 7 more times.
Do it. Get out the feathers. Get out the feathers.
Hey, you know what's cool? I know math.
All right. So here's the real question. Seriously, your lady comes up to you and be like, I want to put an app. No, you haven't done anything wrong. Mm-hmm. Just decides that she wants to track your phone. Where are you at with that?
I'm out. Done.
Fucking A. I would have
or you cannot do that. And then,
I wish I was hanging out when that happened. I don't want that to happen to you, but I just want someone to say that. Like, I'm leaving. or you could not do that. Just like that. Yes, that's so fucking funny to me.
Or you can do that.
Or you could just not do that and fuck off.
Then we gotta have fuck. And then we gotta fucking get to the bottom of this. Then we got fucking shit to figure out because because she could be like, "Oh yeah, I won't," and then I gotta trust her,
Mm-hmm.
and then I gotta go. Can I trust her? She wanted to do that. Like
Right.
then we gotta fucking, I don't know, figure some shit out. So my first instinct to answer your question would be like, if we can't trust each other, there's no point of doing this.
100% agree.
Yeah. All right. What if you did do something? What if you did cheat on someone multiple times and she caught you? You didn't come clean. She caught you. And then she's like, I still want to be with you, but I don't know if I could trust you fully right now. I want to put a tracking device on your phone. I want that app. Then what? What do you say then?
In all honesty, and me personally, I would end a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's people out there that'll put up with that. This is who I am. So honestly, I wouldn't fuck around on somebody. I would tell them first that I want to fuck around on them. And if they weren't cool with that and I couldn't carry on without doing what I wanted to do, then I would break it up with them there.
Yeah.
That's all there. This is maturity and a lot of ass kicking through life talking. This isn't a 20-year-old. This is definitely some dude who's been through it. But in all fairness, I'd be like, I'm cheating on you. You don't want me to cheat on you. You want to be monogamous. I fucked up. I know that I gotta cheat. I gotta be this way. My apologies. You can keep your fucking $8.95 a month on your tracking app. I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the fucking right thing to do. I don't see people are stressed and there's all this drama in their lives. Yeah, because you got to ask before you fuck around. And if she says no, then you don't date her, and vice versa. Same, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think people are so scared. Just say, hey, I was thinking about fucking the mailman. Like, can I watch? Or pack your shit and leave. That's easy. But no, I don't think I agree. That's the one reason, the one thing I thought about. But even then, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You just wish it was there if this happened. If someone you cared about was taken, you would want to have a tracking device on their phone. But that's not enough of a reason to always have an app on their phone because you'd be tempted to always know where the fuck they are.
Yeah.
So with all the technology that's out there, I know that people can track phone. The government can track a phone as long as it's on, as far as I understand. Maybe even better. I don't know. So if you're really fucked and you're really missing someone and you tip the right government official enough money, they might actually try to track down your missing person.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's worth paying for an app. And I do think anybody would be tempted to be like, well, where are they? Like I had an app on my phone when Jessie was young and I could see where she was if I wanted to. It was pretty close. And all I learned about my daughter was that she was a teenager and she was fucking lying to me. So you know what I did? I stopped looking because all it did was create fucking fights.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm not hip to tracking someone, but I agree with Alex. Trust. It's just trust. And listen, they're going to keep making apps because it's how these nerds make money. Okay? Yeah. We're out of ideas. We've got no new industry other than how do we market to these fucking morons we're stealing their info from every 5 seconds. Oh, we'll track them and we'll charge them for that. And then we'll come out with a cute little sticky thing that you see in James Bond and we'll put it on their jacket. And then they can pay that for that. Yeah, I'll be fucking great. No, you don't need any of that shit. If he's out fucking the mailman, you got a whole nother conversation. But if he's fucking the mailman, you don't have to deal with him anymore unless you want to fuck the mailman too. But you don't have to pay for an app. Don't follow anybody. That's weird.
Yeah, I just think it's trust. And it's like, let's say I was, hypothetically, I'm not, but what if I was fucking around on my fiance and I didn't do the thing you said where I was like, I want to do this. I just was like, no, we're monogamous, and I lied my fucking face off. I never said I need to fuck around. I just did it underneath her nose, and then I got caught. And then she was like, the only way I could want to do this is if I put a tracking device on your phone. I, at that point, personally, would say we shouldn't do this because I
Right.
can't be trusted. I'm
Right.
going to do it. I can't be trusted. I love you. You don't, we should, I don't want a tracking device on my phone. And even if you weren't going to do that, we probably shouldn't do this because my my dick's hard and wet. I need to get it wetter. You know what I mean? Like that's I think so. I just think that I think that there's different. Sorry.
No, no, I'm just
Dick's
laughing.
hard and
It's
wet
funny
needs
to
to
me.
get wetter.
Our own show makes me laugh. That's the way it is.
I just think when it comes down to it, can't trust someone. No point in doing it. Callie and I trust each other a lot, and I would never put a tracking device on her phone. She would never put a tracking device on my phone. If either one of us did, I think we should break up before we actually use it.
Right.
That's that's what I think about the whole thing. And I don't know. I don't know your friend, but maybe he should listen to this.
He will if the karma gods dictate. But I mean, to everyone, you got a shitload of people out there. Everyone's dealing with some crazy situations every day.
Yeah.
Marriages, for the most part, are a struggle, from what I understand, if you get the chemistry right, but it's still a struggle. It's long term. But in any case, it's all about fucking trust, man. And that's it. If someone doesn't trust you, get out of there. That's all there is to it. And if you're someone who doesn't trust anyone, get out of there. You're
Yeah.
insecure. You're afraid to be alone. You don't deserve another human right now. Go put your car back in the shop, get it fixed, and then go out on the fucking road.
Yeah.
I'm a driver. That's my analogy. Hey, I'm not a therapist. A therapist will charge you a shitload of money. We don't do any, we're not charging anything. We're
Mm.
just, so listen, seriously, if you have a fucking issue with you're worried about people, work on that. And then come back out and fuck and have some fun, but you're not
Yeah.
ready. Whatever happened to you, you're not ready. And it's fine. You don't trust anyone, someone fucked you over real good. A tracking app is it's not solving your fucking problem. Putting
Mm-mm.
10 times more pressure on the relationship, it's not gonna happen. No
Did
way.
you
People don't like to be squeezed. They don't like to be fucking trapped. They like to be trusted.
well, and it even just friendship, you got to trust someone, just any kind of relationship. You can't getting real deep, but like it's just like I trust you, that's why we're friends. Like a I had a girlfriend. I was dating someone once, and one of my best friends at the time, she cheated on me with him. And now years go, like not now, but like probably like 3 years after that happened, like I wanted to fucking like kill him, like grind him up in a fucking like I wanted to like Fargo his ass. I wanted to fucking like murder him. And then and then I let it go and got over it. And then we kind of hung out a couple of times and a few, around friends and everything, and kind of diverted back to like old jokes and old like things that we used to do. And then I really really thought about it, and I realized I don't hate him, I don't hate her, I have no malice in my heart for either one of them, and I like both of them. They're both decent people and they're both fun to be around, but I don't trust either one of them. I can't,
Right?
especially him. How could I how could I he broke a very big part of trust between two close friends. I'm talking about hanging out every night friend. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I like really close. And he broke that. And I can't find it in myself to trust him. It has nothing to do with hate. I just can't trust him. There's no trust there. Therefore, we can't be friends.
Right.
Not because I hate him, because I can't trust him. So to me, we are not friends. I don't consider him a friend, but I don't hate him. So I think that's where it comes, like, to have something healthy, you have to have trust. And if you don't
Fuck
have
yeah.
trust, you have to take yourself out of it. Be like, listen, I don't hate him, but instead of putting a tracking device on his phone, I think we should break up.
Right.
That's what I do if I was her, but she doesn't sound very healthy in her head. So
Well, yeah, I mean, listen, we're speaking ideally here. If
yeah, we're
people
speaking
out
of
there
it.
don't have their fucking, if your head isn't level, you're like, fuck that. Yeah, I get it. I get it. This is a mission impossible for a lot of people. This
Yeah.
isn't going to solve
Totally.
a whole lot of problems, but maybe the right person who needs to fucking hear it will hear it. And that's what it's out there for. These are our opinions. We're both reasonably mentally, emotionally healthy individuals, kind of enough to say that we would be honest about cheating. And that's no shit. I remember being a kid, like 18, 19 years old, and I had a friend of was my best friend at the time, and it's situation we're out of high school, he's away. I end up staying the night at his girlfriend's house. Not an accident. He knew about it. The next day I was getting a ride on the train. And I had I could reach out to that woman right now and she would admit it. I had every opportunity to sleep with her. She made it real easy.
Mhm.
And I thought I won the fucking World Series all by myself when I did not sleep with her because I was fucking 19 and
Yeah.
I would have and I wanted to. Oh, goody, 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 did I? But I fucking didn't. And I didn't. And I still know that dude. We're not best friends. I mean, things happen. He's far apart, whatever. We don't hang out every day. We don't fucking, drink a beer and fix a lawnmower together. But still didn't fuck his woman. They're not married. It doesn't matter. But I can walk around with that and say, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love that feeling. I love that fucking I could be single with a cat and that's all I have, which is pretty much the situation, but I can be honest. And I love that shit. Like Tony, you cheated on people? Yep. And I told him about it. They're like, wow, you're a fucking crazy asshole. Like, yep, I sure am. I love that. I might be single, I might not be married. I don't want to be fucking married, so I'm happy. You know? That's
Yeah.
it. It's nice to be fucking honest. And someone's like, oh, fucking life sucks. There's a tracking app on my phone. Be like, what the fuck? Like, that's like wearing an ankle bracelet because you fucked up with the local government. I mean, that's the law, but
Mhm.
your woman ain't the law. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
You're not being, no, that's crazy. And by the way, could you please turn your GPS location back on? Because I can't find you on that app. Thank you. We are friends. I'm worried about you. There we go. We're out of the dark shit. We're back.
Mail,
Mail.
mail's here.
Mail. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. He's nuts. I fucking love that one.
Hey, knock that off.
Dude, just get her a dog door because she's gonna chew one into the fucking wall anyway.
He is. It's getting bad. I don't know. I don't know what to do. The other day, she took the mail. Was coming out of the slot. She bit it and like thrashed it, and it went everywhere, like cascaded. Like it was like, and it was all shredded. It was all junk mail and like coupons and shit. But she just like tore it all apart, and she like threw it all in the air, and it like went in the air like fucking confetti. It was fucking hilarious. She's a real bitch. I love her.
Oh, that's great. So before we dive into music, do you have any? I have an idea, just something to fuck around with. Do you have anything that you want to talk about?
What's your idea?
My idea was just like it's Halloween. What do you got for fucking like favorite Halloween movies, horror movies, anything?
Hmm. I'll tell you about some of the ones I watched recently.
Yeah, I have seen one. I
Okay.
fucked up. I saw watched one.
I've watched a few. I have seen uh Slumber Party 2.
Okay,
You seen
keep going.
that?
No.
Yeah,
Two. I like how you watched the second one.
yeah. It's like in '80s. It's real funny and bad. And then I watched the new Hellraiser. Watch that.
How
Uh,
how new is that? Like what year?
this year.
What? Oh, okay. I didn't know
Yeah,
there was a new
yeah,
Hellraiser.
yeah, new Hellraiser. It's good in my opinion. I like it a lot. And then I watched X. Watched X. That's another new. It's a brand new um horror movie,
Oh
and
shit.
there's like a sequel, like, but it's called Pearl,
Huh.
or it's not a sequel. I think it's, yeah. I don't know. Watch it. I haven't seen that one yet either, but
What do you what? You have Shutter or something? Or are these just on like Netflix?
the Hulu, Netflix, that kind
Oh
of thing.
shit. I don't
And
know.
then I watched Enigma, I think it's called.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Damn, you got me. I haven't seen or heard of any of them. They're good though. I mean, all of the ones you listed, decent.
Yeah. They're all I like horror movies. I don't know. I don't think there's too many bad ones, you know.
Right, it's
Unless
horror.
they're yeah, unless it's like kind of what I was talking about earlier. Like you could, you watch like Purge 21 or whatever, however many Purge movies there, and
It's like 9. Yeah.
this just doesn't have any heart anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's when it's bad to me. When it's just like, how many fucking Walking Dead seasons are there? Jesus fucking Christ! Like, give it a
There,
rest.
there's only 3 episodes left, Alex.
Yeah,
There's
it's like,
7 more seasons.
how, how can you still watch that? Like, zombies. Okay, we fucking get it. Just
Dude,
do
what
end
was
it.
the one that they did maybe 50? It was a remake. Was it Dawn of the Dead? A remake where they
Probably.
ended up in a shopping mall. Homegirl got pregnant with a zombie.
I don't know. I don't know if I've seen
It
it.
was like an hour and 40 minutes. That's all the zombie I ever needed.
Yeah. You don't
Like,
need.
you
You
can
can
watch
only
it
do them so
again.
many. Like it's.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. What's the funny? This isn't a horror movie. Zombieland. Like
Yeah.
those, I can watch those movies because they're funny about zombies. Like zombies are boring. Like, I'm just gonna throw that out there. You don't need 17 fucking series about zombies. They're either walking or they're dead. That's fucking it. You stove somebody's head in and we move on.
Yeah.
So yeah, zombies. What's your favorite? So what's your favorite type of horror? Then you got zombies, you got fucking monsters, you got serial killers.
Yeah. I think I like. Hmm. Because here's the thing: is like I don't remember. There's one movie, and I watched it recently, and I watched it recently again. I forgot to say it. It's the only movie I could think that actually scared me. Like I actually got a little scared. Was Hereditary. Did you ever
Uh,
see that? It's the
I think, yeah.
it's made by the same person that did Midsummer. And
I know I know the title, but I can't remember. I'll never forget watching Midsummer though. Jesus
yeah,
fuck.
it's a crazy movie.
Or Green. What's the other one? Sorry. Anyway, don't
Um
blabber off. Green
oh,
Inferno.
I don't know if I've seen that, but that's the only movie that I could think of that actually scared me, except for every horror movie when I was a kid.
Right.
Um, but as an adult, I just like horror movies that are cool, and I think they're awesome. I don't think they're scary. I think they're cool. Like a
Right.
haunted house is cool. Like I know what's coming. I know it's not going to be necessarily scary unless there's a jump scare kind of thing. But you know, I like kind of slasher movies. And that's why I like the new Hellraiser because there's a lot of blood, there's a lot of shit like that,
Yeah.
of intense, and I think I like a dose of a little sprinkled in either religion or Satan or something mystical in there.
Okay.
That's why I thought that's why I liked it, Hellraiser stuff, and that's why I liked Hereditary because they had a little bit of like satanic
Hmm.
culty kind of stuff in there. So
Nice.
yeah, I don't know if that wasn't a direct answer, but
No, that's we're
I,
just spinning it. Yeah, we're just
yeah.
talking about fucking horror movies. I was curious what you were into. Like with me, I would say the only movie I've seen was just the other night. Wolfman with Anthony Hopkins and Benicio del Toro, Emily
Oh, I think I've
Blunt,
seen
I
that.
think.
It's that's not like a super new movie, is it?
It's not. It's like 2005,
Yeah, yeah.
but you can't pass that up. Not with the acting in there. I mean, of course, it's a remake of a remake, but it really reminds me of Sleepy Hollow, but just gnarlier. The violence is it's fantastic. Watching it, the werewolf, just that you're in, if you like violence. I like horror movies. I like the violence. But my favorite is Rob Zombie's movies are my favorite. Everything he
Yeah.
touches. this is why I like Rob Zombie, is because he literally, when we were younger, they had the MTV cribs, and they went into his crib, and he was known for watching every horror movie and owning every horror movie that was ever made on VHS, and he had it on Laserdisc and all this shit and DVD. My man's seen every horror movie. And then he started making his own horror movies, and he likes horror. What I like about Rob Zombie is what you said a few minutes ago. They're cool.
Yeah.
Like, they got the fucking music, like the soundtracks. Like, he picks like the 70s and he sticks with it, and he makes it all work. And to your point, does have a little fucking mysticism with Satan and whatnot, and especially in fucking House of a Thousand Corpses. Well, pretty much runs through it, but House of a Thousand Corpses is real fucking twisted at the end.
Yeah.
But the second, I told my parents this last night at dinner. I was talking about it. I was like, I said, but God damn it. The second one, I'm having a brain fart right now. The second Rob Zombie after
Devil's Rejects.
Devil's Rejects. Devil's Rejects is my favorite horror movie of all fucking time. And it's because they play the Allman Brothers right when they're done stabbing the shit out of a grandma in the back. And I just love that. I think it's fucking right. Just ring, ring, ring. I've been going where I'm going. Ring, ring, ring. Like, yes, music and violence. Yes, yes, yes. And I know other people can do it, but Rob does it right. And he remade Halloween. And the first Halloween, I told my dad last night, my mom's like, I must have been a little out of it because I didn't care. I had a loose lips last night. I was just like, my dad and I were talking about, I got all excited, and I was just like, fuck, I just had a brain fart. I was just talking about, I was like, they get fucked up in those movies, like fucked up real good. And Halloween, I was like, he's like, well, how is it? I was like, fucked up. Jesus, he's not gonna watch that. I'm like, yes, he is. Yes, he is. I said, watch the first Halloween by Rob Zombie. It's really fucked up. So that's what I like. I don't like The Hills Have Eyes. That one, I don't like incestual shit. That's disgusting to me. Like, people that, born in the South, been screwing their cousins for 100 years and ran out of meat 10 years ago, been eating on each other, and now we're gonna fuck your mother. Like, no, I don't want to fucking see that. I don't want to. That's weird. I don't like sex and violence. I don't like that. Like, I don't like horror and sex, that rape. I don't like any of that shit. That's disgusting. I don't like it. So cool stuff like just murder and music. That's fine.
Yeah, cool stuff like incest is fucking.
That's
awesome.
not. I said that's not fucking cool, man.
We all know what's going on, Tony. Whatever. Well, this is the place.
I'm not into
honesty, and just be honest, Tony. Like we were talking about.
I am fucking honest. That's disgusting. I'm crazy. I'm not sick. All right, I'm just not.
We could trust each other here. It's okay.
I know, as long as you turn your fucking location services back on.
Well, if you admit that you like cousin brother fucking, then we'll be.
I just don't.
Hey, it's fine. If that's your thing, no one's judging you, Tony. It's a safe place for cousin, brother, sister, uncle fucking. All right.
Really not. Come on. It's not going to be okay. But speaking of cool shit and good music,
yeah, uncle, brother, fucking.
You know what? I'm getting you a t-shirt. Someone help this man and find us a t-shirt that says cousin brother fucking on it. We're going to hook him up.
I'll wear it every fucking day. Every fucking day.
You watch your mouth, mister.
You watch your mouth.
Lock it up.
You lock it up.
You lock it up.
Melvins.
All right. I got it. Fucking inside jokes. All right.
Melvin's Five-Legged Dog, the longest album ever made.
Fuck.
You know what? All right. It was made. They put it out 2021 last year, and it's on iTunes. It says it's 2 hours, 30 minutes long, 36 tracks. So I looked it up. I was like, is this like a weird streaming service iTunes thing? Because sometimes iTunes like
extended cut.
They have the album, and after that it goes like 1 to 12, and it starts back over 1 to 15. They do like Remax or remastered things, and then like live album compacted all into one album But so I looked it up. I looked up Five Legged Dog. This is actually the album.
Yeah.
Put out this like
Yes.
on vinyl. They put this out.
Oh, did they? I didn't know it was on vinyl.
Oh yeah,
That's like 3 discs of music.
yeah.
Easy. About an album can take up 45 minutes of music roughly. So
Yeah. And this is actually how long the new album is. And it's the majority of it is that they're covering their own songs.
Right.
Like I think there's like a couple original for the album, but most of them are like 90% of the songs on here are their songs that they just covered, but acoustic stuff.
Right. I made that discovery at the gym after an hour of music, and I was like, "Are we?" I looked. I'm like, "The fuck's going on here?" And then I kept scrolling. I was like, "I can't be here for 3 hours. Like, I gotta go to work. This is fucking crazy." So it took me a few days to get through it. And I was like, "God damn."
Yeah, I mean, it would take someone that fucking long.
Yeah. But I mean, with that being said, cool shit. Like,
Yeah,
it's basically like, hey, do you want to hear the acoustic version of all these heavy songs? And a bonus to that, especially when it's a heavy band where they're really going hard in the regular version, I've learned, because I don't like to read the lyrics, lazy, that you can actually understand the lyrics when they're acoustic. I was like, oh, is that what the fuck they're saying there? Get the fuck out of here. I mean, I learned a lot. There's a lot of songs I like. I was like, oh, that's neat. That's cool to understand what the fuck they're talking. I still don't know what jello in a bowl flying through the sky means, but that's fucking cool. That's neat. You know,
you know what that
roaches on
means?
motorcycles, whatever they're talking about.
Do you know what that means?
If you
It
do, I
means,
wouldn't be amazed.
it means that drugs taste good, is what that means.
Or
That's
they
all that
smell
means.
good, or they smell taste.
Yeah, seeing a bowl full of jello flying by. Drugs. Yeah.
It has to be drugs. You can't write all these goddamn songs and just be like, "Hey, look, white walls. There's an idea." No, you got to be like, "What would happen if a folding chair had a personality?" Write it. Like, okay, we'll call it Bullhead. I'm like, all right, sure.
Yeah. Edgar the elephant, Billy the fish.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, but of course, if I had to point out my favorite tracks, most of them are all the covers they did that aren't theirs. The acoustic covers were really, I'm a sucker for that stuff. So those were cool. I actually bothered to save them so I can say what they were. Five-legged dog. What about you while I'm fumbling? Did you have any that jumped off the
Yeah.
top of your head?
And that's the thing, is they're all their own songs that they covered. So it's one of those things where it's like, I already like this song. Billy the Fish is an awesome song. I love the way I like bad move and with teeth, especially with teeth, because with teeth is on one of my favorite Melvins album. And so definitely those two. I thought it was cool to see how they did it on acoustic. And they have like Buzzo has like the ability to make acoustic music sound heavy.
Yeah.
Like if you listen to his solo album that I think he did in 2015, it's like just him singing and playing the guitar. It's called Dark Brown Teeth. He has the ability to make acoustic music just sound heavy, like, and that's what they did on this album, and I thought it was awesome. So to answer your question, I think Boris with teeth, Billy the Fish. Yeah, those are probably, and Hooch was cool.
I thought Hooch was a really good cover.
Yeah,
I think they were all good, but I like that one a lot too.
Like those were the like four or whatever that stood out to me.
So the ones that I found, and I probably missed a couple. I don't know all of Melvin's music, so anyway. Don't Forget to Breathe. But do you know if that's them or not?
I think all of it is.
No, because Sway is a Stones song.
Oh,
And
okay.
everybody's talking. People are talking about people.
Oh, okay. So then that might be the songs that I thought that were their original. So yeah, okay, yeah.
Well,
Makes sense.
that's what. See, I've been, you know me, I've been hounding away on fucking classic rock for the last 10 years. So as soon as I heard "Sway" by the Stones, but covered by the Melvins, I was like, whoa, fuck! Especially at 6:30 in the morning with weights in my hand, I'm like, is this the Stones? Fucking A!
What the fuck are you doing at the gym at 6:30? Jesus
Finding
Christ.
a reason. It's called a reason to live. I fucking hate my life, but that's one of the things I like. Just kidding. I don't hate it. I just don't like work.
You know what a reason to live is? It's not waking up. Staying asleep.
Oh, oh, there's more. Okay.
Yeah.
Want a reason to live? Not waking
What's a
up. Like,
reason to live is
like that to me.
a reason to live is not waking up yet. Staying asleep. Go back to bed, Tony.
You know, I'm usually up by 4 anyway with the shits and bladder problems. So you know, what's the big deal?
Fuck my ass, 4 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
Well, I have a trouble sleeping. I wake up like every 2 hours, and then I like just like go, why am I still alive? And then I maybe go back to sleep.
Yeah, and then some wise ass is gonna say you should get into meditation. Yeah.
You should
Trust me.
meditate. You should meditate on this dick. You know what I mean? Um,
All right.
meditate my ass.
So, was talking to a friend of mine who listens to the show, listen to the Melvins, doesn't really like get it, and I'm not expecting a lot of people to get the Melvins or anything. You fall into this shit and you like it, that's up to you. But I will say this: to see them live, you can just appreciate that they've been around since before Nirvana, and they have that that northwest sound, and it's just I don't want to use the like I hate that word grunge or whatever, but it's still they still have that fucking sound. When other people were tinkering with it, they still have it, and it sounds great. And if you watch them live, at least if you're a little stoned, it's fucking awesome. And once in a while, they'll mess your head up and play a cover from the '70s as part of their set. So to me, they kick ass. Like live, they're amazing. Listening to them on an album depends on the kind of mood you're in. I still recommend having a joint. It's just something about it, but you don't have to.
Mhm.
But if you smoke weed, this is a good band to smoke weed too. Like you're out there thinking about your tracking device on your phone and you're chopping up wood, you know, turn on the Melvins. Get some fucking what's the one? Ah shit. Oh well, just any of them. I don't give a fuck. I was thinking of something. Oh no, Smiling Cobra is that's not covered on this album, but still for some reason my favorite fucking Melvin song. So hey, if you're pissed off and you want to hear some stuff, check out some Melvins. They are good. Just if you smoke and then listen. So
Yeah, does your friend not like heavier music?
I think it's a mixed bag. Definitely not just heavy music.
Yeah, maybe just doesn't like this kind of heavy music. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, that and you got to find your song too. Like I don't go out searching for a band. It's more like I hear a band song and I'm like, "Ooh, what's that?" And then I dig in. You know, I listen to the album that song came from, and I see if
I
I
think
like the album, or I might
think
listen to their top 5.
I'm like the other way around.
Yeah, that's what that. So how do you find? Okay, so what's your process finding new music from a band?
Well, honestly, nowadays I hate to say it, but it's the thing I like about iTunes is they they show me other music that I could listen to that I haven't heard yet. So that's honestly the last couple of years, that's how I been finding out about new music.
Well,
And
but
still,
that's what I do too, though. Like I hear a song that's not the band that I was listening to because they'll feed you new shit,
yeah.
and I'll hear that song and be like, "All right, I like that. What else do they have?"
Yeah, and also seeing bands open for the bands I want to see. So that would be the other way. And just like, it's kind of like a lot of things in life, you just start consuming so much music that
Right.
new things slip in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like sex with a man. You I just like seeing your face. I just like saying things that.
I thought about it when you said that. I was like, threesome, and you're like, no, just two dudes fucking. I'm like, all right, okay, that's fine.
And then every once in a while, a third one slips in. A new thing that you haven't yet done, and do you like it?
No, all right. Anyway, no. Anyway, I don't fucking. My asshole hurts from pooping. That's as far as I'm going.
I just like um, I just like seeing your face.
Yeah,
when I
it's
say-
good. It's easy to fuck with me when it comes to butt sex. It's I always respond in an awkward way when I hear that.
Well,
As I feel that I probably will continue to do. That's fine. No, my
um,
pudding will not be pushed, sir. I don't need it pushed. But I will just remind everyone that we are true music nerds. And this is what happens when you're a music nerd. You know a shitload about music and different bands, and you still feel like you don't know anything about bands, but you go to a lot of live shows because you crave it. You always someone, maybe you said it, I don't know. Anyway, someone said recently, you keep going to the shows even though they're not all great because you'll find new music and you're hoping for that night when
yeah,
the band is on. It's perfect. You're not thinking about a tracking device or your friend taking a shit over in the bathroom. You're just focused on the show. Everything's lining up. You're having a great fucking night. They're putting on a great set for you, whatever, however you look at that. That's why I continue to go to shows. I go to a lot of shows that are like B pluses, but every once in a while I get an A or an A plus out of it. Be like, oh, that set last night or that set last year. That's why we love this. That's why I keep going. I'm pretty sure that's why Alex keep going to shows. You love live music. Better the fuck than sitting at home.
yeah.
And so yeah, the Melvins are not something that gets played on the radio. A lot of the shit that we've listened to are it's not radio stuff. So you're welcome. We're covering shit you're not going to hear him play on 90, whatever the fuck you listen to. I don't care. Like, we talk about fun stuff. I get tired of radio music because I have to play the same crap every day, same
Yeah.
time every day. So Melvins, check them out.
Yeah. So, how would you rate this in particular Melvin's album as a whole? It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. But how would you rate it, 1 through 10?
I mean, it's cool, but I'm going to give it an 8.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
I'm gonna give it a similar thing. Like, kind of like, it's good. I think it's fucking awesome. It's solid.
right.
It's just a little long, and it's just there's just a lot, and I got a little lost. But I'll give it an 8.3, and I think it's a great, and I'll keep on listening to it if I could find it on vinyl for not a lot of money, for not like $80, then I will definitely buy it. But
Right.
yeah, it's a good. I'd say 8.3.
Well, I mean, it's the thing. It's like the Melvins aren't necessarily, they do acoustic stuff, but they're not known as an acoustic band per se.
It's their first all acoustic album.
Right. And they covered a shitload of their popular songs with their fans acoustically. And I think they did it around the time of the pandemic, which
Yeah,
to me is like, hey, what a great way to spend your fucking time.
yeah,
Like, you recorded 30 of your fucking of your biggest songs all acoustically. What if that's a neat fucking project? Doesn't take a lot of brain power. It gives you something to do while everyone's wearing masks and shit. Like, if that's when they recorded this stuff, I mean, right on. Maybe they couldn't even go to each other's houses. They just say, well, we'll just record these bits and do
yeah,
something to get through fucking. I look at it like a pandemic record because it made sense. Like, oh, one of my favorite heavy bands put together an acoustic record during the pandemic. That's how
yeah.
I choose to look at it. I don't know the facts. Maybe they did this shit 10 years ago, but they put it out during the pandemic.
Yeah, I agree with all that, because yeah, it's something different, something they haven't done yet, and they're known for doing different things, so
Right.
they mark that off the list. And they have a new album out this year. Another one, it's called Blood Rising, I think.
I can't keep up with it. I saw them they did the Five-Legged Dog tour right after they did the tour that I saw in July.
Yeah. It's called Bad Mood Rising is what it's called. Bad Mood
Oh
Rising.
yeah, Bad Mood Rising. Okay.
And it's shorter. It's 41 minutes long.
So short.
So it's still a decent album. It's still
That's what it's supposed to. An album's supposed to be 30 to fucking 50
yeah.
minutes.
So it's still it's six tracks, but it's 41 minutes long. So that means
Now we got to listen to that fucking thing. Yeah, that sounds.
well, yeah, that means that those songs are pretty fucking long.
Yeah, and I like a good jam rock metal album, so that works for me.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, I, as I said, I've talked to a few people that watch the show, and just want to put this out there: you do not have to know. We do ask for an album along with the band that you recommend. All right, we do, because we want to have more than just one song to listen to. So I'll say this: if you're not suggesting music because you just don't know what to suggest, but you've heard something recently from a band and like that track, then this is what we do. We just pick an album. We haven't half the albums we haven't heard before we do them on the show. Just so we're clear, we have not heard this shit. We're listening a lot of the times we're listening to it for the first time. So it's okay if you don't know the album either. We're definitely not going to pick on you for it. We're just looking for suggestions for audience interactions. We think it'd be more fun that way. So if you find a band with a song that you like, look it up and see what song that album is on, suggest it. That'll work. That's all we need.
Because like that's the point. That's the point is we're trying to
find and listen to new music too.
So right? You do it too.
Exactly. That's we like to make jokes, like to point out how fucked up the future is. That's our kind of comedy. And we like music to fucking numb our brains from having to worry about the shit we can't control. That's the whole goddamn point of the show. So please don't be intimidated. Fucking, you hear something on the radio you like, find the album it's on. It's done. Just drop it in our fucking. Well, I'll let Alex say all the good stuff because he's been doing the script for years. But
yeah, we'll get to that after the wheel. So
yeah, but just wanted to say we do appreciate the suggestions. We're getting like one a week now. Awesome, thank you. Makes it more fun for us because we don't know the music.
Yeah, wheel time.
Wheel time. I really wish we could get the guy from Blue's Clues to show up for when your dog chews the mailman. To just pop in that green and blue sweater and be like, mail! just once.
Didn't that guy die or something like
that? I don't know. Well, then it'd be really cool if we got him. I thought a skeleton in a fucking in a Blue's Clues shirt.
I thought he killed himself. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true.
Stop. You can't say that right now. I'm already laughing. I can't stop.
I'm serious. I mean, that's what I'm serious about. That's what I heard. Name? I don't know. Steve from Blue's Clues.
Fuck me. Hang on. Did Steve from Blue's Clues kill himself?
That's what I thought. I don't know.
No, he's still alive.
Is he? Okay.
It says Steve Burns death hoax. Steve Burns of TV Blue's Clues died of a heroin overdose. False. According to Snopes.
Well, like I said, I was like, I don't know if it's true or not. That's just what I heard. So yeah.
All right. Well, listen. See how we did on this show? We just fact checked for you. The news doesn't even do that. So you're fucking welcome. Best show on the internet right here. All right. Anyway. Now with the music. All right. In spot number 1. I'm secretly hoping we land on this today because it's Halloween. But anyway. 3 from Hell's soundtrack and the movie. Number 2 is Wheeler Walker Jr.'s album Sex, Drugs, and Country Music. Number 3 is Alex's spot, but because he's gotten like 2 hits in the last 3 weeks, it'll be
Spin Again.
Spin Again. Number 4 is Stain's album Dysfunction. Alex can't wait till we get to that one. Number 5, Nefx Fight Back. Number 6, Daughters. The album is called You Won't Get What You Want. Number 7 is my spot. I got to come up with something on the fly. If that lands on that one. Number 8 is a suggestion from an old comedy buddy of ours, Turnstile, and the album that that he picked is Time and Space. And then number 9 is Green Druid's newest album, At the Maw of Ruin. Number 10. The band Sparks, funniest title on the list, Kimono My House. That's the list. Let's see what we get.
All right. Mama needs a new sex toy. All right. Letter 5.
Netflix Fight Back collection.
Too bad it didn't land on.
That was really going to be my plan tonight. I've really, Three from Hell's an amazing fucking. Anyway, I'll watch it for Christmas. Be funny if we did land on that for Christmas.
It would be perfect. All right, we did it.
So I have one last thing before you give out the instructions. All right.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm seeing double. You might have to confirm with me. But when I looked at YouTube, I noticed roughly 50 people watched the show last week.
It was exactly 50 people.
That's fucking crazy. So thank you.
No, thank you. I just think it's funny. We're so used to 6 people and
7.
like two of those are me and Tony.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, when it's 50,
No.
it's like we didn't do all that.
So yeah, no, thank you for from the bottom of our broken, stinky little pathetic hearts. Thank you for watching and listening and giving suggestions and being a part of this stupid thing we do. So thank you very much.
Hell yeah, we enjoy it, and when people actually listen to it, it makes it that much better. So thank you.
Yeah. What is the name of the band and the album again? Just so we can.
It's spelled. I don't know any. Like I was telling you this earlier, I don't know anything about this band. It was a recommendation, but it's spelled all in caps.
Yeah.
NEFFEX. That's the band. The album is Fight Back, and then it says collection after it.
Okay. Fight Back. Got it.
So come back next week. Let you know what we think.
We did it. Like, subscribe, follow. Hopefully you like it enough to give it a thumbs up. And if you don't, maybe we'll change your mind later in the future. Drop us a DM on Instagram if you would like to suggest a band and their album or a movie and a soundtrack. Or go to the comment section on our YouTube page and on the most recent episode and do the same album and the band and movie or soundtrack or both. And with that being said, thanks very much. See you next week.
Absolutely. Thank you. And happy fucking Halloween.
Woo!